Peace. It's Equalityfragrances coming to you from PG County, Maryland. Welcome to my cipher. A cipher is a person, place, a thing from my circumference. The understanding of my cipher is peace. For all those returning to my channel, I humbly appreciate your support. For all those new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I drop new videos. The like button goes a long way. New subscribers and old subscribers, make sure you hit the like button. Support the channel. We want this to grow. The more that it grows, the more that I can do, the more I can get into other realms of this hobby we call fragrance game. If you enjoy my content, if you don't, hit the dislike button. I respect that as well. Constructive criticism, leave it in the comments. I tend to respond to every comment that's left within my post. So you know, I'm interactive. Don't forget to also follow me on IG. I post a lot of fragrance pictures like my scent of the day and stuff of that nature. And my IG link will also be in the description. That's a lot of information. But with that said, come on in, sit down, let's build. Today, I'm going to give you my designer list for Valentine's Day 2020. You already know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go real quick through them, try to give a brief description, and we'll go from there. So with that being said, I'm going to give you two honorable mentions. Honorable mention number one is a 2019 release from the house of Paco Rabanne. This is a fingerprint magnet. Anyway, that fragrance is Pure Excess Night. All right, what you gonna get in this, you're gonna get hit with, I wanna say ginger, ginseng, which is gonna give you that brightness in that Paco Rabanne Pure Excess DNA. That's where if you smell them two side by side, you're gonna be like, oh, this seems familiar. And that's where the DNA comes from, those two notes. But where this changes is you get vanilla, cacao, caramel, cinnamon, and myrrh. So this dries down to this caramelic, chocolatey, vanilla scent that leans pretty much almost gourmand. Dare to say, it is a gourmand. This is a beautiful fragrance. Now, the one with the original, one of the knocks is it was a beautiful scent, but it didn't last long. I'm getting everywhere at 8+ hours on this. 3 hours of good projection and monstrous sillage. For a designer fragrance, this is good. Especially if you like the original. If you like the original, you will love this. This is better than the original. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 8.5, easy. Honorable mention number one, Pure Excess Night. Honorable mention number two is a twofer, and that comes from the house of Terry Mugler, and that is Pure Havane, and the second one is Pure Tonka. Out of these two, Pure Tonka is my favorite. But Pure Havane is more wearable. But what do you get? For Pure Havane, you're going to get honey, tobacco, patchouli, cacao, I want to say vanilla, maybe in this. This is basically a cherry honey tobacco fragrance with the well-known patchouli blend in it. This is going to give me everywhere at 8+ hours, about 8-9 hours mark. It's not overall beastly. I think this is the reformulated version, but I'm still getting 8 hours on skin with this. A little bit over 8 hours on skin with this. The same with this. I'm getting about 2.5, 3 hours, sometimes 4, depending on the weather. A lot of things come into play of strong projection. Nothing too crazy, not filling up a room, but good projection, very good sillage with both of these. With this one, Pure Tonka, you're gonna get like mint, coffee, Tonka, vanilla, cacao, licorice maybe, and if I didn't say patchouli. This, I said this is like cherry, honey, tobacco. This, if I thought of a caramel cookie drizzle with some syrup on top. A hot caramel cookie with some syrup drizzled on top. Man, if you like gourmands, this is it. I called Chief and Chief said this is it. Man. Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give both a solid 9 easy in my book. These are classic fragrances from the house. I like this more. I know both are 9, but I like this more, but this isn't as wearable as I would wear this. I reach for this a lot more just because it's tobacco-based scent. So, honorable mention number 2 is the Twofer, Pure Havane, and Pure Tonka. Okay, now that we got those honorable mentions out the way, you know how we do. Let's start this show. Coming in at number 10 comes from the house of Guerlain, and this is Homme Eau de Parfum. This is my second bottle of this and one of my favorite cherry scents within my collection. This has notes of bergamot, lavender, spices, almond. Then you get hit with this cherry, vanilla. You get hit with tonka, leather, sandalwood. But what does all of that mean? What that means is this dries down to a cherry, almond, tonka, leather fragrance with rose and spices in the background. This is a beautiful designer fragrance. I'm getting anywhere from around 2.5 hours of pretty good projection and sillage. Then it starts setting a little bit close to the skin. I'm getting about anywhere from 7.5, 8.5 hours of longevity on my skin. Of course, put it on clothes longer. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 9. Easy. Man, if you like cherry, but you don't want nothing that's too sickly sweet, but very sexy, this is it. Man. Yeah, this is going to be a nice list. Anyway, coming in number 10 is Guerlain Homme Eau de Parfum. Coming in number 9 comes from the house of Swiss Arabians, and I might butcher the name, but this is Shaghaf Oud. What do you get hit? A spicy sweet saffron, a jammy rose, oud, praline, and vanilla. This is a linear scent and a direct copy of Lancome's Oud Bouquet. What and how does that last? You're going to get 5-6 hours of projection. You will fill up a room with this. You're getting, how long does it last on skin? When you decide to take a shower, and even then it still might be on. If you were the type that can probably go dirty for 24 hours, this might stay on skin for 24 hours. If you put this on clothing, this will be here 2 to 3 weeks later, maybe a month. Put it on a hoodie or a jacket, don't wash it, it's going nowhere. Do not, you've been warned, put this on clothing. This is a gourmand rose. Pretty much edible and delicious, unisex. You can get this for under 50 strip-a-ones. Man, that is like a chicken basket, your Hennessy and Coke, and a Heineken. You ain't even getting no real lap dances with this. This is affordable. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a solid 9, easy. Number 9, Swiss Arabians, Shaghaf Oud. Coming in at number 8 comes from the house of Emporio Armani, and this is Stronger with You Intensely. Listen, I do not care what Fragranticus say. I do not care what another reviewer says. This is far superior to the original. You get hitting notes with pink pepper, juniper berry, cinnamon, toffee, tonka, amber, vanilla, suede. This is clutch. Man. People say that they like buying Parfums de Chronic. This smells almost like it. Of course, buying Parfums de Chronic is just a little bit smoother, it's more niche, but this is on par with it. Smells just like it, except for the cinnamon and the pink pepper gives it an added spice to it. This is a room and crowd pleaser. If you don't like sweet fragrances, this is not for you. I respect that. But if you like gourmands and sweet fragrances, this is to die for. I know when I originally reviewed it, I think I gave it like a 7.5. I was being a niche snob, but I have learned the error of my ways. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 9. Easy. Man. Yeah. Number 8, Stronger with You. Intensely. Coming in at number 7 comes from the house of Man-Made 1821, and that's Sweet Tobacco Spirits. What you get hitting this? On the website, they say they have like 30 essential oils in this, but you're going to get notes of like Manuka honey, Tonka, vanilla, tobacco, dried fruits, and I want to say a few other spicy saffron and maybe some other notes. But what you really get from this is a honey, deep honey, tobacco fragrance. This is wonderful. Projection, you're going to get about a good 2 feet of projection for about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours. I'm getting anywhere 9+ hours of longevity on skin. You put it on clothing, it's going to last longer. This is a wonderful fragrance. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 9. Easy. If you do not like sweet fragrances that pretty much are all teetering, or if not gourmand, this ain't gonna be for you. This is a fall and winter fragrance. Do not attempt to wear this. Well, you know what? Wear what you like. Do what you like. Wear what you like. Forget the hype. I ain't gonna tell you how to wear it, but my suggestion is I wouldn't do it. This isn't something I'm gonna wear to a black tie or a formal event, but casually, I will wear this. If I'm going out on a date and I'm just kind of casually, this is it. If it's gonna be close encounter, you don't need that many sprays. Do 2 sprays. You put 4. Now, if you work in a room, I might go 4, maybe 5 sprays. If I'm working a room, now 5 might be too much. I might be a tension horn. But about 2 to 3 sprays, I'll work a room with this. Yeah. Anyway, number 7, Man-Made Sweet Tobacco Spirits. Coming in number 6 comes from the house of Rochas, and this is Moustache Eau Parfum. Make sure you get the red label. If you get any other label, you are setting yourself up for failure. What do you get in this? You get mandarin orange, pink pepper, rose cedarwood, patchouli, vanilla, and benzoin. This is very similar to YSL's Tuxedo out their private line. This is a sexy, sophisticated, all around, almost signature scent wearing fragrance. If I had to narrow and was forced to narrow my fragrance collection down to 10 fragrances, this would be one of them. And you can find it for under 100 stripper ones. Man, now it's hard to find. So if you see it for around 80-ish, give or take, I would probably jump on it. Anything over 100, you're getting raw. But I'm getting anywhere from 8+ hours of longevity, about 8-9 hours of longevity on skin. I'm getting a good 3 hours of projection. It's not going to be a room filler, but you're going to get good sillage. It's a very intimate fragrance. It ain't going to set ultimately close like a skin scent, but it's going to set around 2 feet of what you will get. This is, black tie, dressed up, dressed down, casually, jeans, boots. This is just signature scent worthy. I will wear this year round. Man, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 9.5, easy, without a doubt. Yeah. Anyway, number 6, Rochas Moustache. Okay, these next couple of fragrances is the reason why, if you love niche, you cannot turn your head up on designer fragrances. So coming in number 5 comes from the house of Ellis, and that's Oud Black Vanilla. Absolute. You got 5 notes in this: rum, vanilla, white tobacco, oud, and ambergris. But you really only gonna get 2 notes, and that's gonna be the rum and the vanilla. So you get this boozy vanillic extract fragrance is what you really get. Now, longevity and projection, it's not that well. I get about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending on of projection. Nice, pretty good, nice sillage for about that time. I'm getting about 6 to 7 hours of longevity on skin, but this is for Valentine's Day. So do you really need it on that long? Because after dinner, it is time to get it in, and it's going to be close to skin. Man, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 9.5. Easy. This is extremely similar to the holy grail of vanillas, and that's Guerlain Spiritualiste Double Vanille, which costs. You can get this for the fraction of the price for under 90 stripper ones. Yeah, this is a clutch purchase and a must-have for me. Anyway, number 5, Perry Ellis Oud Black Vanilla. Absolutely. Coming in number 4 is a twofer. You're going to get, the first one is Loaded Issey Pour Homme Noir Ambre. And the next one is Loaded Issey Pour Homme or Encens. I got fingerprints. Sorry for the fingerprints. It is what it is because I pick up my bottles and I wear them. Anywho, these are excellent, not only designer fragrances, but excellent for Valentine's Day. With this, you're going to get hit with like saffron, cinnamon, nutmeg, amber, tonka, vanilla, and woody notes. This is an amber scent and one of the best ambers on the market, if you ask me. I'm getting 3 hours of projection. I'm getting 8+ hours of longevity on skin. This pops. If you love ambers, the problem is you can probably not get your hand on it. And if you do, you're lucky. I wouldn't pay too much money for it, but if I find it for like 120-ish stripper ones, I'll probably jump. But this is an excellent. But what do you get with Encens? This is rose and incense. You're going to get hit with notes of leather, labdanum, which gives it an ambery accord, kind of ambery feel to it. Rose, incense, some woods. I want to say vetiver's in this as well. This is just classy. If you're dressed up, both of these, dressed up, going out, nightlife, I'm gonna be honest, this is more of a, I'll wear this probably a little bit more casually, but with this, I reserve this for special occasions. This is just, unless you're the type that dress up all the time, both I consider fall and winter, even though I might give this some burn in the spring and summer, depending on if you control the applications. Both of them, I give them a solid 10 in my book. Man, yeah. Loaded Issey Pour Homme or Encens, and Loaded Issey Pour Homme Noir Ambre. Coming in number 3 comes from the house of Tom Ford, and that's Noir Extreme. What can I say about this fragrance that has not been said? You can get like notes of mandarin orange, saffron, nutmeg, an Indian dessert called kulfi. You're going to get vanilla, sandalwood, woody notes, amber, and some florals. I know rose is also in here, but it's not predominant. When it dry down, it's going to dry down to this gourmand dessert with the kulfi, the amber, the smoothness of the vanilla and sandalwood. It doesn't last as long as I would personally like it to last. I'm getting about 2 hours of pretty good projection. It's not going to fill up a room. It's not loud, but you get a pretty good, nice scent bubble around you. Maybe about 2 feet, give or take. I'm getting about 7.5, maybe 8 hours of longevity on skin, which ain't bad. We're talking Valentine's Day, date night. This is good for work. This is good for dressed up, dressed down, casually. This is a Swiss Army knife, especially in the fall and winter. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 10. Easy. This is an amazing designer fragrance, that is. Man, yeah, I like this a lot. Yeah. Number 3, Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Number 2 comes from the house of Gucci, and this is Gucci Intense Oud. What you get from this, you're gonna get incense, oud, woody notes, amber, leather, and Arabian. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous designer oud. If you're just getting into ouds, this is one that I would reach for, a very good starter oud. The problem is, it's hard to find. But if you search around, You may see one pop up here and there. I wouldn't pay no more than 130 at best stripper ones for this, but anything under that, that is a grab and you need to get it. I'm getting 3 hours of good projection. I'm getting about 8 hours of longevity. It's not going to fill up a room, so it's not a room filler, but it's so smooth, such a beautiful, just powerful designer oud. I like this, and I like this a lot. My number 2, Gucci Intense Oud. Coming in number 1, needs no introduction, arguably the greatest designer fragrance ever made. And that comes from the house of Dior, and that's Dior Homme Parfum. What can I say about this beauty? Italian orange, iris, rose, leather, oud, sandalwood. I get a vanillic accord to it, and I also get this cacao feeling when it pops off of my skin. I get this like dusting of cacao, but that's just what I pick up on my skin when I spray this on. This is an incredible, sexy, elegant fragrance. I do not wear this casually. I wear this for like if I'm going out or if I really want to make a statement. So if I'm in a suit, if I'm dressed up, or if I'm going on a date, this is when this is being worn. If I'm gonna wear something out and about, I'll probably wear Valentine Intense or DHI. Both are very similar, is what I would wear, but this is gorgeous. I'm getting anywhere from 3.5 hours of good projection. I'm getting monstrous sillage. This is loud. You don't need that many sprays of this. I'm getting 10 hours at least on skin. This is a winner and a statement maker. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 10. Easy. Man, this has been in a lot of my lists. You already heard me talk about this. My number 1, and it'll probably always be my number 1. I don't know what's going to knock it off. Is Dior Homme Parfum. So, that was my top 10 fragrances for Valentine's Day 2020 Designer Edition. I'm always going to do a niche list and a designer list when I start creating my list and I don't have a good mixture between the two. I'm probably going to separate the list the same way I could do a top 10 Alexandria list, since I have like so many bottles from the house of Alexandria that just didn't make the list and I can highlight. So if you want to see that, leave a comment down below and let me know if that's something you'll be interested in seeing. If not, leave your list and tell me what you're wearing for Valentine's Day, especially if it's a designer fragrance. Might be something I want to look into. Remember my philosophy: wear what you like, when you like, forget the hype. Do not blind buy anything on this list. Well, if you come across Dior Homme Parfum and Ambre Noir, you might need to jump on that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Other than that, I'm gonna leave you the way I greeted you, and that's in the universal language of peace.